We're sailing through the heart of the Solomon Islands, exploring the rugged landscapes, diving the unique reefs, and meeting the most wonderful people. Currently, we are waiting for the wind to take us to our next destination, Tetepare. Covered in rainforest and surrounded by biodiverse reefs, it is the largest uninhabited tropical island in the Southern Hemisphere. Uninhabited for 150 years, Tetepare is an island forgotten by time and exudes mystery. There are many stories that explain why the island was abandoned, for instance, fear of headhunting and death due to magical curses. Still, it remains untouched, and in fact, the entire island is protected from commercial resource extraction. Nowadays, the locals and their visitors take part in turtle conservation programs, forest surveys, bird banding, pearl monitoring, coconut crab monitoring, and reef checks, just to name a few. Let's see if the wind will decide to take us there.
This is the story of a sailboat named Sylvia and the ragtag crew that call her home. Join us each week as we explore our planet, both above and below the surface, and find out what it's really like to live a life at sea. This is Expedition Drenched.
Today is a perfect day to wake up early because the sea is like flat. The sun is starting to shine after the mountains.
Sleep, my darling, close your eyes. I'll hold you till the morning comes. Leave your worries in my hands tonight. I'll carry everyone. I'll be your hideaway.
At 5 a.m., our anchor alarm went off, which we're not on anchor, we're on a buoy, so that's extra scary when that happens, because you're like, did we break the mooring? And we are literally surrounded by reef. I see a big pommy staring at me, in fact. So I ran up here, and the wind had just changed, but it seemed like you just see reef everywhere, so it seemed like we were in a precarious position.
And then who saved the day?
Jordan saved the day, and she said, I'm gonna jump in the water. And she jumped in the water, and she checked it in croc-infested waters and found that our mooring was still attached. That's my morning so far, but we're in a beautiful spot. It's a little bit of a blustery day, so we're just gonna kick back for a while, do some work, and then go explore.
Squall's coming! Yeah, looks like we're gonna get smashed with rain.
Wilson's making mosquito nets for the doors. Yeah.
Learning how to swim.
Yeah. The mosquitoes haven't been too bad, but the flies have been driving me up on the wall.
This is 4 in the afternoon and I'm at this stage.
So one of the chiefs came over and they got a broken part to their mill, so the handle somehow broke. So that's what I've been working on, is this handle. It was completely like split open, and you can see where it broke right here. So I've been slowly bending it back. I don't have like a good torch to heat it up to really mold it back, but I was able to get it back. Now I'm gonna weld both sides of it. Well, I got it done, but it's the ugliest, embarrassing weld ever. And a real welder would just lose their mind over it. But it's welded, and it's probably pretty strong. I need to get better at this. I got a steel boat. This is the world's worst welding job, but I got it bent back. And this is for your village's wood mill?
Wood mill.
So that you can like cut planks and stuff out of it?
Yeah.
So if it doesn't work, you're welcome to bring back and I'll try to fix it with you, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, brother.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
I
very
hope it
much.
works for you. What are you guys up to today? Where are you going?
We've been watering at the river there.
Oh, okay. Doing some laundry at the river? Okay.
Oh, cool.
Oh, well, enjoy. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Cool. Have a beautiful day.
Bye bye. See you.
Bye.
Where was the wind yesterday?
I
Oh
know.
my god. I wanted to sail so badly.
This could also be like a little. There's rain coming over here, so it could just be like a wind of like a little squall.
You hear that? That's wind. And that means it's time to go. We are gonna sail over to Tetepare, and I'm gonna be honest, we haven't sailed in a while because there's been zero wind. Yeah, we are in the middle of monsoon season, which means that when a cyclone or something comes, huge wind, but other than that, flat, dead calm. And so we've had no wind for 2 months really. Today, we do. It's only 12 to 13 knots, and but it is a perfect direction. So we have wind on our beam, and we are going about 40 miles today. So should be cruisy at 7 a.m. It's gonna be a beautiful day.
I thought it would be a good opportunity to wash me with salt water because we don't have a lot of fresh water anymore. So yeah, getting ready for the sail.
Alright, we are making our way to Tetepare, which is right there. It is a uninhabited island. In fact, it's the largest uninhabited island in the Southern Hemisphere, which is pretty unique. That's pretty cool. Except for a couple rangers live on it. Other than that, it's just supposed to be beautiful, like big trees and leatherbacks. It's like a hatching site for them as well. So we're really excited to spend a couple days on Tetepare.
I feel just like a sailboat. I don't know where I'm headed, but you can't make the wind blow from a sailboat.
Look at that, our flag's just dangling. Once again, weather predicting is wrong. We were supposed to have 12 to 13 knots today, and we actually waited 3 days for this wind. So we did some work days, we did some editing, we were just gonna wait for the wind. We're finally gonna sail, and here we are, motoring, embarrassingly motoring again, because Solomon's does not have any wind during cyclone season. How's your shift been, Emily?
I just got really quietly and relax.
Yeah?
It's a less challenging thing to drive when we're motoring than sailing.
I think we've all forgotten how to sail anyway. It's been
Yeah.
so long.
Yeah.
Oh, it was white sand and deep blue waves. We were running up the shore. Sun glints on sparkling faces. I don't feel the sea anymore. I don't feel the sea anymore. To be young, to be young. We're just leaves floating on down the stream. My job, my house, my car, my whole social scene. So high are the stakes, every move we make sends us down, down, down in that stream. Even the only life I know, but summer days rush out like warm air from my lungs. It's just the way.
But yeah, hopefully we can actually meet the rangers because it's gonna be way easier to have more information about the island. But who knows, maybe we have to do everything by our own. And let's see.
Good straight
straight. Get that angle. This one. Now straight. We try to catch the buoy, but there's like cords here and here and here and here, so we're like anchor. Starboard.
It's very difficult this pass because there are some in the pass there are some places that it's like 10 feet. It's like it's the maximum that we can, the minimum that we can pass.
Do you see the sandy patch?
Yeah. Here we go.
Okay.
Take Billy Kiki's mooring again because they are in dry dock and they're super nice and let us use those things. So yeah, as opposed to dropping anchor at this nice marine preserve or whatever it is.
How was the view up there?
Very nice reefs. Yeah. I'm gonna jump in and do a little snorkeling session.
Snorkel. Sounds pretty good.
It was super clear, everything was like really beautiful, and I think it's gonna be a good dive spot. Yeah. The sharks were like all over the place, and they were curious, they were coming close, and then 3 big turtles.
Ooh, Ocean's gonna be happy.
Yeah.
What's the plan, Maria?
We are going to check the rangers still in the island, so we know if it's okay for Sylvia to go between the reefs, because everything is full of reef. You can see waves, you can see the land, so better be safe. We made it! Yay! Hello, I'm Nerea. Nice to meet you.
Kennedy.
I'm Chloe. What's your name, Kennedy?
Kennedy.
Nice to meet you.
Ranger.
Yeah, there's a ranger here. Okay, cool. And it's any chance that we can stay here for a few days?
Yeah.
Is there a possibility to anchor, or how does it work?
Yeah, if there is a small, little bit deeper here, usually some of the yachts come and down the anchor.
They throw the anchor there?
Yeah.
Seven.
7.
Yeah.
And we have a pig.
7 and a pig.
A pig from Vanuatu, a baby pig.
Oh, wow.
So you live here with your family?
We just arrived here this morning.
Oh, okay.
Some of the rangers are already this way at the Wadako site to go and do some turtle monitoring, where the leather bites are hatching.
The turtle hatch.
Yeah.
Oh, they are hatching now.
Yeah, they go and see if some turtles are already
getting burned.
Yeah.
Ah!
They want to do some inventory, counting the hatchlings and some non-yolkless eggs, because we collect data.
Ah, okay.
That we can send them to the donors.
And could we help doing that, or it's just for the rangers?
No.
We can?
Yeah.
Oh, that was super cool.
Next time on Expedition Drenched, we visit the rangers of Tetepare, learn about their conservation work on the island, and we are lucky enough to witness the turtles hatching. This might be my highlight to the Solomon so far.
You look giddy right now.
I am very excited.
Yeah. Where's your infection?
Yes. I was going to say it's at the bottom of the back, but no, it's in the ass.
The asshole.
It's the pain in the ass.
Yeah, we are not normal, that's for sure. Like, coming to Sylvia and there is something on the water, on the tanks. I don't know how could it be, but I think it changed you. Like something in the neurons, like the connections, like stop flashing more, and I think you lose your mind slowly. The photo should be more interesting. Maybe you should like some yo, are you there to the party? Rangers, we're here for you. Show us the crocodile, the dugong and everything. What you got, yo, Tetepare, yo, Rangers. Maybe they will.
That's pretty good.
Stana, what happened today?
What happened?
Yep.
What are you talking about? You spooked me when I was sleeping.
What?
When you wake me up with scaring me. That's something that I really
Like, people don't
hate.
understand. People don't
It's something that
understand.
I really hate.
I don't know what you're talking
When
about.
someone wake me up.
Editing.
Making videos for you.
Yeah, sometimes you struggle because actually when there's a lot of people talking, we blog a lot, it's super boring because the people don't have any interesting things to say, you know? And after listening to people like 10 minutes blogging, talking about their lives, their feelings, like how cool is this place, what are we going to do, like, and then nothing happens, so it's boring. It's really boring. So I'm struggling. I will cut them off and just put sailing, beautiful sailing footage and peanuts. Yeah.
You know that you're the one that does that the most.
That's why I'm saying.
Okay.